Every relationship have their own issues. Not all the time the issues are the same. But I want to tell you at least 5 habits that can cause major problems in your relationship. Number one, comparing your mate to other people. You know, when you compare your husband to your father, maybe in a negative way, or maybe about your ex-boyfriend, or maybe about one of your other friends, those type of things can mess up the secure part of a husband and make him more insecure. And one of the reasons why is because comparison is the robber of success. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't do it when it comes to your relationship. Instead, try to build your husband up and pick out his unique strengths and the value that he brings to the relationship. Number two, being overly critical of your mate. A lot of times when we get into arguments, we bring up all the bad things that a person has done. You know, we just hold on to it. And then when we get to arguing, we release all of it at one time. We have to be very careful. When you beat up your mate, at some point in time, your mate could start to believe the things that you're saying. They may not necessarily be true. And what ends up happening is a lot of times people will live up to the potential that you have placed on them or the lack thereof. So stop being overcritical of their mate. It's like when you set a child in a room and all they do is feed nothing but negative things that they're watching on TV, vulgarities, and all these things. They end up becoming what they see and what they hear. Don't do that to your mate. Number three, also being overly secretive when it comes to your relationship. There are two parts to this. There are those who don't like to let people know that they're in a marriage, or those who don't like to share that they're in a relationship, so they don't post their mate. They don't do anything on social media. They don't like to walk in public and hold hands. They're very secretive about their mate. Oh, that's a major danger, because you leave yourself open for another person's interpretation. They can say that that man's not married or that woman's not married. And so more people will try to holler at you during that time period. Also, another part about being secretive that can mess things up is if you have things going on and you don't include your mate into what's going on. You know, your mate is always the last to know. Don't do that, my friends.